Blood Dry and Cumbrian Truth. Welcome to the stage, John.
What's happening, Nash? All right, mate?
Aye, let's start. Sporty Yami BTV. Yami BTV.
Yami BTV, what about
him? And tonight I asked him a question.
Uh-huh.
I said, have you been following the trial in the Northeast? Didn't have a clue. So my second question to him, like 3 questions, John. My second question was to him, have you heard about Yami B in the jail? He has come out and said that himself has heard from a connection from the Liverpool area that John Henry Sayers is not on no protection wing and he's not been done as what people has made out him to be done for.
He's never been in protection wing, Nash. He's a triple cat A prisoner, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Here we up there. Let me just turn your mic up a sec, John.
Maybe mate's got mine turned down a bit, mate. Hang on.
It's up now. I was sitting there thinking, right, how can these people sit there and lie constantly about the people like John himself and others on this platform for people to make out for it to be true? Why did they make their stories up for them people to make it out? Oh, look, John Henry Sayers has just been sliced up in Northumberland, and then I'm speaking to the likes of Roxanne, and it was not more than a fucking scratch on the face.
Well, it depends what people call a cut. I call a scratch. I call a cut. Like if you can see a set of teeth, that's a slashing to me. Or
your arm.
Yeah, that's a kind of slashing. What I'm used to seeing. I'm not like something that's. What was it? Just was it an inch and a bit or something? Was it an inch or something? I can't remember.
It weren't even that. I got told.
So, and the person that slashed him, the lifer, he actually gets shifted out of prison because he did basically he stuck John in to say that he'd a contract on him and basically stuck that lifer's been shifted prison.
Yeah.
The guy that slashed John's been shifted out of that jail. So
but that can't be. You can't just say it, like if he's done it on site on land and the screws have seen it and witnessed it, he will get shipped out for that. It's what is it? It's like a 3-man move. Like you have 3 officers that will escort you from your pad into the paddy wagon, from your pad to the next reception, and then put in your cell.
So what he said at court, he basically said that he'd heard that somebody heavy for Newcastle had stuck a contract on him, and he took the boy that slashed John said in court that he'd been told that there was a contract put in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what would that be from past jail? Like obviously when I go in the jail, you've got your old past jail beefs, or would that be on road beef?
I don't know. I think it's something that's maybe been made up. See, John's got a lot of respect in prisons up and down the country. So
I've heard that.
You know what I mean?
A couple of old timers.
Yeah. Like, especially down in London area and that, he's got tons of respect down that area. People.
I'll tell you who gave him respect as well. And you know what? I don't agree with what he's done. Was Davy Taylor. Now, if anybody's watched recently what's happened in Wakefield Jail, if you see the old man.
I know who you're talking about.
I was walking around the yard with him, and obviously you tell the stories and that, and obviously I come up about like the North.
But wait a minute, he's just been part of a team that's murdered a fucking baby killer, so fair play.
Fair play, but obviously he's a murderer himself, what he's done to me. But I was walking around the yard with him, John, and he was telling me about obviously Mucky Bum in the jail. And he was saying that the Sayers had respect and always had respect in the jail. Stephen had the respect, but it was John that had the brains, and that's what came out of David Taylor's mouth.
Of course, anybody sit and listen to the man in the fucking sheds. Just if it wasn't for the documentary he was in, he'd be fucking. Everybody needs to go and ask his fucking family, not just Lenny. Everybody needs to get into Newcastle and ask about him. Like, you're sitting watching YouTube about a man that stays 30 mile away from YouTube. Get to Newcastle and ask about him. Get into the pubs in the West End and ask about him.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I said earlier, John, that a man that does not, well, like, let's face it, he gets took out twice a week. One to the co-op, one with Bolter, fucking Carlisle or whatever, right? Twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Where does he get all his information, John? A man that doesn't come off his farm, a man that doesn't let people come to his farm. But how does he get all this information about you, the sayers, what's been going on?
But I'll tell you exactly how, because fucking Emma gets a call, and then Emma then relays it back to Paddy. They don't give a fuck what Paddy says. They just make us. They actually, and I'm not just saying this, right? But Emma and Forty and that just sit and laugh about Paddy. They make a cunt of him in the background.
Well, he made it. He made it in the jail. I've said it, John, and don't take this the wrong way. There is questions from her when she was on. I watched your last live when she come on, and she said a statement in that live where, "Oh, look at what all yous are wrongins. Look what all yous have done." And I'm sitting there thinking, and don't take this the wrong way, John, but back then in the Decker Eggy days, she was licking your fucking hoof. Really was.
She's another option, mate. There's alleged there's that much of a crack ball run up the stairs where the big fella's sitting on a fucking camping stove. They just do what they're told. This is it. Emma will get a call, and then she'll know half it's bullshit. She just relays it to Paddy anyway, knowing Paddy will put his own wee twist to it, and Paddy will just run away with it.
Yeah, but have you not noticed on his lives though, John? And I pointed a couple of little things out to you, like his little eyeball every time he looks behind his computer. But there's another little thing in there. Every time Emma's mentioned, it's like, well, Emma's rang me and told me about this. It was Emma that got in contact with it. It's always him putting it onto her, and she doesn't realise that, but it makes her look good because Paddy's giving her the attention.
Yeah, but what Paddy
doesn't realise that he's grassing her up.
What Paddy doesn't realise, or he's probably too ashamed to admit it, is they're just making a cunt of Paddy. They don't care what Paddy says. Emma doesn't care. Emma does not care. They laugh about him behind his back.
Constantly, I know that because I've sat there and listened to him, mate, when I was in the jail, and he come out of fucking Fat 40's mouth that Paddy Conroy is a grass. And them boys do not want Paddy around. And I stated it tonight, and I'm going to say this, right? When we were having Chew back in the day, right, one thing has always come to the pair of our minds, and I've said it for the fucking 3 years, the full reason why Davey Heslop and everybody else that's been attacked is because of Paddy Conroy bringing him on YouTube.
Nah, no. Well, that's my kind of main reason, but Paddy was just brought on to slag his Sayers family.
Yeah,
that's been part of the reason. It was just to keep slagging, and then in return, Paddy didn't want money. Paddy just wanted anybody that was going against him basically attacked some sort of way. The hearse at the fucking football ground, you know, the windows in my house, windows at, you know.
No, yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
No, I did say earlier on. There's two sides. There's two sides to the tube, right? You've got obviously the main ones that are trying to take control of areas and that, and then you've got the YouTube side of things. You know, like the publicity sides of all the tube and what's going on and all the beef and that. So obviously you correspond with what's going on about them. And then obviously with them being like Shed Bible and a couple of these snide accounts on these YouTubes and numerous other platforms where they're getting money to finance their, what would you say, dangerous behaviour and publicising it on a YouTube platform. Now, I don't see that as a bad thing, but how can you say you're not involved with things when you're publicising it all over YouTube? You know,
well,
they're not innocent, eh?
Paddy's been served with letters for contempt of court, right, for the Old Bailey, but I'll tell you,
could you tell me about that? Because I don't understand what that means.
Right, so everybody, including, let's say, everybody's entitled to a fucking fair trial.
Yeah.
So if you've got somebody out there saying that somebody's going to get 10 year or 12 year and trying to put like try to put a sentence onto somebody, having them guilty before they're guilty. Everybody, like a terrorist, is even entitled to a fair trial in this country. You with me? So speaking about it online and trying to weld on years to it and saying the man's a rapist when he's never been convicted of rape and stuff like that, that's in contempt of court. So it's, I mean, it's not just an Old Bailey thing. It's right through every court in the country.
How comes he went down there?
Because he's a triple cat A prisoner. It's not to do with Paddy saying it's been accused of jury nobbling. It's not to do with that. It's because there were serious armed robbers back in the day. So, like, what do you call him? McGrachy and all that. They were triple cat A. You know yourself.
Would I be led to believe that he would be wearing the stripes to go down to the Old Bailey because he would be a flight risk?
Well, of course. And what day was it? Last Monday. He couldn't get up the stairs because the suits they put you in.
Oh,
The suit, well, the suit wouldn't fucking fit him. So because the suit, I know when you try to tell me they don't have prisoners at his size, they are on a kind of daily basis. So in the prison security wouldn't take him upstairs, because they were talking about ripping a suit so it fitted him, and because they wouldn't got with a ripped suit, they basically, the security, the G4 or whoever that runs the security there, refused to take him up because it was a security risk. A full day wasted.
I noticed the other day, I think it was on your Facebook, and if anybody has Facebook on it, the Humboldt Drive Facebook up,
that's where I spend all my time now. To be honest, that and Instagram. I'm not bored with YouTube.
I'm bored of this. I'm on the Instagram now. It's different level. We just haven't done the lives on it yet. So, you put a video up this week of the attack with about a certain group of individuals at the Says family's property. Now, I was saying earlier, and I think it was the dark side in the chat. Big up Castro.
I've been sent something tonight in Messenger regarding some Lassie's bank card getting stolen, and they're saying that's who this dark side is, Castro. I've been sent an address or something.
Anton showed me something time ago. You know what? Realistically, John, I won't even lie to you, right? Because he's on the opposite side. The lad doesn't like it. Realistically,
but that's good. If he's been calling me aggressive, but getting a wee visit with me.
Oh yeah, it's not.
You know what I mean? But if he's wanting to put footage of me out there, I'll put fucking footage of him out there.
It's tit for tat. Yeah. It's like, I get on with Castro and I get on with you. I'm not going to say don't do it, John. If they're going to do it about you and he's doing it about you,
I'll fucking dig more than he's ever been dug in.
You know, it's one of them.
He's a fucking smackhead anyway, calling other people's fucking smackheads.
He's one for you. He's one for you. It was from the old days. I put it up the other day, and I fucking hell, John, you have an half head. You know what? You look better now than you did back then. You know.
Who's that?
You? Honest to God, you look better now. Look, I won't. I'll come on camera with you. I'm not gonna. Let's put my hat on. I'm getting a bit baldy, you know.
I don't know if you're allowed to vape in these things.
You can vape. I'm all right. What's he called? OTT, official topic talk. Come on, John, tell me about it.
Well, he came on at first, didn't he? He was fucking very much for Deca at the beginning, and he was going in Geraldine and everything at the beginning with Geraldine, so he was.
Big supporter of Deca though, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. The Equaliser, he was called the Equaliser.
And someone else, wasn't there?
He was the first person to call himself the Equaliser.
Yeah, and he had a big problem with you, didn't he? And I always remember he tried wriggling back in with me, and I went, "Who the fuck's he?" and took a picture of him and outed him.
He was doing all right. He was doing all right after he got over the Deca scenario, and then I think he'd Alex Kearney these people, and he was doing all right. But then I think he split up with his girlfriend, and I think he had a nervous breakdown or something, because I think that's when Emma and that moved in and I'm trying to get him to get in people again.
Well, what's the connection between them two?
He just looks for somebody to fucking like him, doesn't he? He just looks for validation.
Attention seeker.
He just looks for validation, doesn't give a fuck about what's happening, you know what I mean?
Fucking hell, Johnny, you looking out your curtains.
No, mate. Curtains are short, mate. The curtains are short. I'm actually looking for there it's here.
Yogi's World it was. He was in here today. Yogi's World, that's who ran off with his wife. He was in here today, kicking off.
Aye, that's right. Somebody ran off his missus or something, so they did.
I don't mind him, mate. Honestly, God, I don't mind him. I just don't like the way he acts. I don't mind who he is.
It's like watching paint dry.
So,
it bores the fucking living daylights out of me.
Have we got any updates, John? Come on, give some inside gossip. Come on, what we got? What's coming up with yourself?
I can't really talk about it now, mate, because I don't want to be done with contempt of court.
Oh no, I'm just asking. Is the other big man coming on with your live? Because you put out the other day that.
Stephen, me and Stephen's got to be doing a live. Yeah, that 100%. It's just fucking me finding the time. Yeah. All right. I reckon if John gets it as well, he'll come on a live with us.
I said that before. I don't think John's never been on a live, has he?
He's never. The only thing he done was a bit for a panorama.
I said that he done a documentary, but he's never been on a YouTube.
Never done a podcast or nothing like that.
Never had no involvement with the likes of Paddy Conroy on a YouTube platform.
No, man. See, in real life, Paddy Conroy doesn't even fucking. John doesn't do social media, so like Paddy Conroy's absolutely no effect to John Sayers. Nothing. Absolutely no effect to him whatsoever.
It's just simple questions like that. I've dying to just put them to you.
And this is no word of lie. So the only time John was actually ever seen anything Paddy sent him, was saying about him, was when I sent him little clips of things early on. That's the only time he ever watched Paddy Conroy. When I sent him little clips of things and we were laughing our fucking heads off. That's the only time he ever watched him. Doesn't do Facebook or nothing.
So let's put it this way. Another little simple question. If a man doesn't come onto internet platform and he says a lot of stuff about another person and that person doesn't do social media, then why well, in that content? You're golden for 5 straight years on YouTube that a man who has never been on a social media platform to slag you off or word of mouth.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that he's come in and said about that family over the last 6 years, it's had absolutely no effect on them. They're out in Newcastle every day. Not one person comes up and says anything like Paddy said for 6 years. Not one.
Because they're all about Newcastle, then. Because obviously, I've got mates in Newcastle, and they always say about them. I've seen them the other day.
It's crazy, yeah. They're
just
every
because
day.
they've seen me in the jail and know who I talk about.
Newcastle holds for 330,000 people. You know what I mean? And you've only got a few idiots on the internet bad mouthing this family. That's nearly half a million. You know, it's just shy 170,000 people shy of 500,000 people. And you've got
you've got them in Newcastle, John, right? But you've got him at fucking Hayden Bridge. He doesn't come to Newcastle. So how can you proclaim that you're the Newcastle saviour trying to get rid of the likes of John Sayers and things? Let's just say they are businessmen. They are businessmen. They know what they're doing.
John's got a few quid. Yeah, John's got a few quid.
Even if Mason, you are Masons, I've been honest to God, John, I've been, big up to anybody that's a Mason. The charitable contributions they bring to every community around these places, people don't even know about.
I think the Masonic lodges in Newcastle was a lot to do with the air ambulance helicopter that's up in the sky.
A lot of charity. You look at any big disasters first. The Masons are always there first. Masons are always there first. That's a fact. But
I think if you look into the air ambulance, the helicopter in Newcastle, I think the Masons were the main ones for that. I mean,
We're going to
they a
move on
lot.
to
They a
that.
lot.
We're going to move on to.
I'll see at that side. I'm not asking it. I don't, nothing, mate. Don't even
No,
ask me
no,
fuck
no,
all
no,
for it.
no, 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 no. Fuck to
Fucking
me.
rocket.
No, but you've got him saying
Tell him to come up and put his face on. I'll fucking answer these questions. Little killer.
links out there. Anybody's welcome. Just a general fucking chit chat. Any kicking off, you're off. Where do you reckon it's going to go with the likes of Emma and Jimmy and Maria?
Nowhere. Everybody's heard them. Nobody's interested in her. I got a phone call the other day there for somebody, and said, "Listen, all everybody's been doing is just fucking arguing with a bunch of idiots. Like nobody takes Cockerel serious. Nobody.
No.
You know, look at the statement she put out the other night there, saying blah blah blah, hitting an innocent pedestrian. I mean, that's just a fine example. You know what I mean?
But I've said it here. Look at all these people that are going at you, John. Right? You're one man on your own.
Doesn't bother me them. They just advertise for me 24/7.
But that's all you get. That's all you will get is advertising. And what have you said for years? Advertisement. Talk about me. Tag me in it.
yeah, of course.
You know.
Exactly, mate. The messages I get in TikTok and everything for people that's been affected by them, by that lot. That's what keeps me going.
They bully everyone.
That's what keeps me going.
Think about it. Brian Cockrell bullied half fucking Middlesbrough in the North East, right? Bad man, right? You've got them in the air, them ones that are up and coming now. They've terrorised every community in the North East. Fuck, right? And what the shit they've done to you, you know. And then what? Because a silly window gets smashed and they're doing an insurance job on their own car, you know. And then parade themselves on TikTok with all the arsons, all the criminal damages, all the pains, all the threats, all the stabbings, all everything. Right?
Yeah, it's easy to blame me for stuff, but again, you need proof to blame me for anything. Like, I don't give a fuck what they blame me for. It's proof you need, you know. Edinburgh's number 0 lodge in Edinburgh, which was stolen from Kirwinning Lodge. But numbers, it starts in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Edinburgh's number 0, yeah.
Is there, and I'm going to ask you this again and see if you come out with a different one. Is there going to be a documentary on this?
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Are you involved with it?
Well, fucking have to be. I've been mentioning that for the last fucking 6 years.
And what would it be? If you had to headline it, what would it be?
Oh, fuck knows, mate, what it'll be. Don't be surprised if everything's in every paper next week here with what's going on.
Is this trial going to bring publicity to the dark side?
You've got Panorama and that's been sniffing about for about 2 years, so they have in the background.
Netflix not been on it.
Don't know, but I know Panoramas because they were sniffing about over in Ireland and then they came here. So they did. They've been sniffing about for about 2 years.
I reckon he's going to walk out, me. Like, I reckon time served. You can't get him on a GBH. They come, you know. You pick up what's closest to you. If someone's doing that to you, man, you're straight out, John.
I do know this. If it happened in Scotland, it'd have been fucking classed as a hero. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Where do you reckon the tune's going to end up?
We'll change the subject for that, you know, anyway. Where do I think it'll end up? I think the corruption, the people behind in the corruption, I think will get outed very soon here because something else is happening. And that's just got to fuck everything up for everybody that's been involved in getting people to jail. Corruption, bent cops taking money. Yeah, it'll all come out.
When's the final date?
I think this trial's got to fucking go on to at least. I can see it happening going on maybe in past Thursday, fucking into Friday here. Personally, I don't. We've not heard John's defence yet, as such. So, and you've got to hear the best defence you ever hear in your life.
Well, to get them out, fucking,
you'll have 3-4 years of defence, And what I've said on the internet isn't even a fucking third of what's happened.
Oh yeah, because you've got to keep things what people.
You have to keep it.
I know that.
That's how Paddy's in shit, because he can't keep that shut. You with me? So, and even if the shoe was in the other foot and it was that lot, it was up for the try, I'd still keep it shut, because at the end of the day, it's you don't fuck about with these things. Everybody's entitled to a fair trial. Doesn't matter what
But
you
I
like or
thought they
not.
were going down in minibuses and doing a protest outside.
Yeah, I'd have loved to have seen them going down to London actually, and then you maybe actually see the respect in there.
Honest to God, that's what they said. They said they were going down with 3 minibuses, and there was only a few spaces left. So where's that? They were coming down for a peaceful protest.
To say that a man's in, and that we just laugh at the fact that people actually believe he's in protection. That's crazy. That's
No, but
crazy.
it's pretty easy to find out. Obviously,
Of course, it's just a lie that nobody's checking out. But we are actually laughing about it in the background, how they can think he's.
I know there's someone in the chat that's been dying to speak with you, and every time I speak to him, his name's at the front of there.
How you doing, OG? You all right, mate? OG's brand new.
No, it's not OG. It's Richard Lamb.
That's OG's account.
But the comment underneath it's Lammy. Lammy's been down to speak for you. Just briefly about.
I'll speak to him at some other point, mate. Lammy's no harm to Lammy. You know, we had moments years ago, but you know, Lammy's still got his own personal problems going on, and I don't really like listening to it, to be honest, this time of night.
Yeah, fucking stun.
You know, don't take it personally, but he knows what I'm talking about, you know.
But you know, it was just the rap boy, him in the shed, the young one.
Oh, him, fucking hell.
More again, he's gonna put rope around
I don't know why you don't get the fucking rap boy in the shed. I don't know why you don't get his two brothers on here. His two brothers fucking detest him. Yeah. Smaxels, two brothers, get them on. I'll get their numbers for you tomorrow. Remember me?
I do. With that video you done with him, how the fuck did you get me number?
Remind me tomorrow and I'll try and get his two brothers' numbers. They fucking hate him. And they said if he brings any trouble to their man's door, they've got to fucking do him themselves.
But saying he's going to hang out Ice Queen's kids, man. Are you mad? John, anybody on here, we haven't stood for that. Years ago, he would have been ran off, man.
I know.
Have you seen what they're all doing, man? It's kid talk 24/7.
Nah, I can't listen to him, but you know, people send me wee bits and pieces, but it's all right until it's not all right, isn't it? It's all right until it's not all right.
Because even when we were in that call and obviously put that out about Jimmy and Maria, man, obviously and slagging him off. He was all right. He was intelligent then, you know what I mean? I just don't know why he went down that avenue. It was horrible, John, man. Honestly.
But they don't give a fuck about him. If his fucking shed get blown into smithereens tonight, they would just laugh. They don't give a fuck about him.
But why use someone like that? We all can see he's getting groomed off her.
Because that's what they're down to now. They're just like, once he's away, they'll move on to somebody else. They try to get you so that you not. So they'll try and get he's just used as a dummy. That's all he's doing. He's going to use a fucking dummy.
But people like that, obviously, he's already got blood on his hands from one Java, but he'll end up doing his selling because of her.
It's not my problem. It's not yours, mate.
I know it's not mine, no, man. But I don't want to see people fucking, you know, getting like ladies. You know, I've been there, John, and you know that with Paddy's lot, man, and the fucking, you know, the drill, lad.
I know, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. He's his own man, isn't he? He's staying with his fucking nana and that. He should learn to fucking behave.
But you can't talk about women like that, you know what I mean? Even fucking Dick Egan didn't even speak like he did.
No. Decker didn't even fucking say half the stuff that they fucking nailed. That's what's going on.
Do you reckon he's back?
Who, Decker? He'll be running about with maybe the odd snide account, but I can't see him, mate, coming back. He'll never come back on a big channel again, no chance.
That 50k one?
No, see with what he's got going on in the background, I don't think he'll ever come back. If he comes back onto YouTube from Carlisle, it'll not last long, mate, because there's too many people now just sitting there waiting on him making an appearance again. He's got some heavy shit hanging over him, hasn't he? So
I do think he's back. I do think he's back on the different account.
yeah, probably. But
because it's the followers, you know, when you said like numerous times you don't do WhatsApp, and you see the originals, you know, like you're seeing yours, you've got Mandy, Sharon, and like a good group of people,
yeah,
and the following from place to place to place. I can see that with Decker's supporters in different chats.
Yeah, still original fucking supporters in different chats. Yeah.
Let's see. I want to speak about what about Paula. Now I've watched a few. I've got to say bravo with the live you done with her. I've never seen you say so calm.
I don't know. I've never heard fair for ages, mate. I'm not likely to either. That's fine. No, I think she'd her own problems going on as well, apart from YouTube and stuff like that. So, good luck to her. If she's got her kids and all that back, good luck to her. Know what I mean?
I'm just working out because I reckon they're going through every individual that you've had chew with.
Probably.
Why are you so hated?
Because I don't know, mate. I think because people tried so hard with their YouTube channels and never got anywhere. Where I just stick to the same subject all the time. So I get the numbers come and I don't make any money off it. So I don't know.
No, not that way. But no, everyone they'll go, oh, Donna, John, this, that, the other.
I don't know. I think the girls had a problem with Donna because she'd a nice voice and stuff like that, and they wanted because she knew her stuff and that. I think they had a problem, just general problem, in liking her because they were jealous of her because she was good at what she done. I don't know. Like making up these stories about Dave Courtney's dungeons and everything. Just crazy. Fucking fucked in the head.
But it's every single, like, you've had Darren, you've had fucking Sammy Lee, Paula, Emma, Paddy, all the fucking chavs in the North East, you know. There's a majority that go, John's done this, John's done that, John's a bad man, John's fucking threatened me and done this, but you don't.
I was out in Newcastle last Saturday, mate, and you know what? Like, all that shit, not one person...
One second, John. Spunfish, I'll get you on after John's been on, brother.
I was out in Newcastle last weekend, mate, and it was fucking roasting, and everybody I meet, nobody talks about Paddy Conroy. Nobody's interested, and we get... Nobody's interested. No, he doesn't even get a mention, and if he does, it's just to fucking slag him. It's crazy.
But do you not agree with me, John, that every person that they talk about, they're just trying to clickbait?
Oh yeah,
trying to get a reaction out of them for them to come back onto YouTube and have beef with.
Yeah, of course it is. But again, it's like Emma's nobody's interested in Emma now. Like nobody. She's said all she can say. Nobody's listened to her now. Nobody. As I say, it's different here. I get different in Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. My messages are totally different.
Is it just different platforms with different opinions?
Yeah. No, a different platform. Like people, it's been locked out of YouTube. A lot of people don't bother a fuck with YouTube. I said
that before. The worst thing is people getting blocked out of chats and turning watching.
I'd say about 80% of the people don't watch YouTube. 80% of people are either on TikTok or Facebook. And then a bigger crowd's on Instagram. Nobody bothers, but 20% bother with this if you're lucky.
So if let's just say you're on different platforms, what's your opinion? So let's just say you've got the TikTok and the Facebook. What would they say?
My messages are totally different, Ash. I don't get any hate at all on TikTok. I've had a couple of snide comments not for young boys not, but even them will come in and say, oh, he's actually alright at Humble. He's just in with the wrong team and all that shit. That's how you doing, Ice Queen, pal?
Big up the chat, big up the chat. If anybody's got any questions for John in the chat, let us know, and I'll put them on the screen for him to answer. No bad comments, I can't be asked. What's the crack with her? What's the crack with Red Light? She was up at court.
I don't know. Somebody said she was answering bail on the 29th, which would have been Friday, was it? 29th? Yeah.
Yes.
So I
Was
think
no yesterday.
no,
Yes,
yesterday,
yesterday was the
Monday.
20.
So somebody said she was answering bail on Monday, but I don't know, mate. I don't even bother a fuck. Somebody sent me the bit where Emma's having red light on to say,
I was
so,
just about to ask you that. I was
see,
literally just about to ask you that.
like, and from somebody, if their point of view, look at the lies she said about them. She's tried to get Emma, somebody paranoid that much to get Emma jailed. She's lied about Paddy touching her up when she was 3-year-old. And then she's coming out with all this shit that Humble said he's in talks with Shed Bible. I've never been in talks with the fucking Shed Bible. I don't know who it is. That post I put out on Facebook in March, that was just to wind people up, and it worked. It worked, and I'm happy with that. It worked because Paddy will run away with that for 2 months now.
But how can you believe everything that she says after everything that she said about Ola? And you
Because
can't, hey, John, she was on, like Emma says, she was on 3 times a day on a live with me, talking about
yeah,
them, but can go and sit with them after the, hey, and listen to this. How many times did, hey, Red Light say that she could jab a needle into Brian Cockrell's penis, so he can get erect, so he can do his bird. And now they've all put pictures up all over the internet, saying what a bad person, but she never
Well,
took me
look,
up.
that's the difference between me and them. I used Maria Hauer for 24 hours and I got her to fuck. You know, because she was a snake. She was a snake. I could have played Maria for months, but I've not got that patience. If they're a snake, they're a snake. So it's like Emma having red light back on, it's like their heads are gone. She's trying to get Emma jailed. She got somebody to go to the police about Emma. You know what I mean? And then she's still speaking to her. That's how backwards they are, mate.
She got. This is how I find it so hilarious. She got the baby's dad onto a YouTube platform to speak shit
Yeah,
about Red
yeah,
Light Roxy.
yeah, yeah,
Right, and now fucking best
yeah,
friend, I don't
yeah,
get them, mate. They're
yeah.
trying so hard, You've
It's
got to give them.
but see their desperation is shown. You see,
Oh, yeah.
Red Light's name's absolutely fucking ruined. She thought she could just come to YouTube, say what she wanted on YouTube, and nobody would pick up anywhere else. Her name is absolutely ruined in Newcastle now. There's a big lot of.
You got it wrong, though. I will give you that. You got it wrong about her not allowed being back in the clock, because I did see a picture of
She's not
her.
in the clock, mate. That's not the
Is that
clock.
not the clock?
You crazy? She'll never be back in that fucking clock again, mate. If she does, she'll sneak in, run into the toilet and do a hidey. But she'll never be in your
Oh,
social life. That's an old video she put up. She tagged Billy Tate in. That's an old video.
you've got a question there, John. Who is
Uh-huh.
Howarth?
Who is Howarth? Green fingers.
How would you explain her? See, since you've been on YouTube, I found her quite sound when I first met her and got on with her. She was all
She's
right.
got an
Yeah.
she's got an alright side to her during the day, but then she gets toked up at night.
Ah,
And she just turns into an She obviously drinks on top of what she's smoking because she's a fucking rocket. To call herself a paedophile hunter, she's actually like, oh, it's got to just take a wee bit of time for a big paedophile hunting team to click onto her name, and they're going to out her everywhere on it.
so she's never been a paedophile hunter. Like I know
I
you've
don't know.
got connections with like Alex Canning and that.
I don't know. I think she might have helped with one wee bit. But bear in mind, there's stings going on, hundreds of stings every week between them all. I think she might have helped with one, like acting as a decoy, but don't quote me on that. But she said she's running her own paedophile hunting team now.
See, that's I said that before. Do you not reckon they're trying to cause an online paedophile ring?
yeah, that's crazy, mate.
Not sting.
No. I think their fucking heads they're not clever enough for that, mate. I think their heads are just smashed in too much with all drugs, personally.
Well, look at what they've done with fucking Bird. You know.
And want to be validated. They just want to be all like, oh, people like me. I'll go to that side today because that side looks like it's winning.
It's just put in the chat she's a decoy. So it's definitely a decoy.
Who's that?
That's K Level and obviously Maria the other day, Green Fingers. Now, I go onto her channel quite regularly. Right, good little channel.
I but who is Boss Bitches?
It's Kay Level
Is
and
that Kay? You're friends with Maria though, aren't you, Kay? Or you were
there
at one
was.
point? Am I thinking a different Kay?
She was, yes. Look, look the links there. That conversation's for her. But when I jump on that panel, she told me no Paddy Conroy, no Emma Cockrell, and no Maria Howarth, and I stepped by that for 3 months. For 3 months, and Maria messaged her the other day, calling us all scabby bastards, flip everything, and it was phenomenal. You know, she never left us.
No, it's only going to be a matter of time before all the paedophile hunters end up outing her because she's calling innocent people nonsense and stuff like that. And
but she's already said, John, that she'll get in touch with paedophile hunters, even if they're nonsense or not, and get you branded.
Yeah. That's what I mean. And if she'll carry on until she does it with somebody on the internet, and it'll probably be somebody that's living close to her. And they'll put her fucking windies and everything in, like, and rightly so, if she's branding people, somebody a paedophile when they're not a paedophile, you know what I mean? She'll end up getting a fucking house smashed up with somebody off the street. Somebody not even connected to this, I mean. Somebody will just end up going and smashing her fucking head up, or her head up.
But she's getting played.
Yeah, but she doesn't notice it. She doesn't want to believe it.
Why can't she realise it, though?
Because it's too easy for them to play people like Maria.
Wait, I get this right. I didn't like you at the start, but now we're you don't give bad advice. You don't tell people to go and do this. I've never heard of it. Never. Here, lass, can't do this.
I've never said go and make a video on this, go and do that. Never. Have I was told people to fucking stay away from it, if anything.
Stay away. You said that when I was on the phone in my mother's, right? You said stay away from them. They're only going to dig the cellar hole, and therefore.
No, everybody, even Steve for the official topic talk, when they were all speaking to me, I told them just stay out it. It's fucking messy, and because you need to be mentally strong for it.
But do you not think these men who are around Pig that are all just fascinated and want a bit of her? Oh, I don't get why all these men just glide toward her and back her up in a way, even though that she's wrong.
You've got the Pig and others like who will go after men. Like you get guys that will go after vulnerable women. Like Decca used to go in for mental health groups and all that, and where girls are damaged. You get women that do exactly the same, believe it or not. If you go and look at certain people's TikTok channels and see who's all commenting on them, you'll probably find a dose of fucking lonely guys in there.
But she only comes onto yours when she's drunk. Did you see it the other night?
Yeah,
I was sitting in the back just going like that. Wow. I've got a question for you.
Yeah, she was drunk, wasn't she? Fucking hell.
Like, realistically, he's just a demon squad who's pushing the Pig. They must think that they run YouTube wars and the beef and that.
It's the same, mate. Like, my numbers on YouTube's come down because the people that watch me, they're watching me on Facebook or TikTok now. You know, are you with me? So it's like there's only a couple of thousand views or something on a video if I post something. Where
I would like you to also listen. Do you know Liz?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm shit with names.
Liz is a Geordie woman. She knows the tune. She knows what's going on.
Is she from Newcastle? Is she living in Newcastle just now?
Oh yeah. Living in Newcastle. Proper Geordie. YA, man. You know the drill.
Yeah, I'm just getting my water. Hang on.
Go on. All right.
No, just keep talking.
Let's have a camera record. She's been getting regular phone calls and freeway groups off the likes of the Pig and the long nose. The long nose threatening her, saying that her house needs attacked and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Who's doing that? The Pig will. I say this to everybody: if you're a law-abiding citizen, you're not involved in any criminality, report it to fucking police. Yeah, just report it to the police. If you're a law-abiding citizen, you're entitled to use that police. If you're involved in anything, you're maybe no fucking abiding by the rules, or you're acting like a
Oh,
gangster
sorry,
online and all that.
Mm.
But yeah, like, and like, ask any old school guy, like anybody that if you're ever up in court and you've got a law-abiding citizen standing pointing at you for something you've done wrong or something you've got caught, you can't call that law-abiding citizen a grass. Well, you can, but you'd be fucking stupid to call them a grass.
Because I think I think if you're a criminal and you live by the criminal ways and you walk into police stations with orange high-vis jackets on and declare that you're not a grass, but you're basically putting yourself on camera grassing up every single person that you've ever. The best one I really want to ask you, John, is he was fully involved in the cafe getting smashed up. 31 people will get charged and go to court. The one that was instigating it all over the YouTube platform and the pig never get a mention.
No, because at the end of the day, like, you should be able to work that out yourself, because that shows you they've just been brought on to slag people online.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. The deal was Paddy slagged people online, and then anybody that went against Paddy get threatened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They've all slagged him, John. That's what I don't get. They've all slagged him off.
Yeah, of
She
course.
jumped on your panel and clarified it to, I think it was 7,500 people that watched that video. The Paddy Conroy was at the top of the list. She had the paperwork and seen the paperwork.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's no, she's saying that came from Steve Rafe and that. She's talking shite. That never came from no Steve Rafe or nothing. That them words did not come from no Steve Rafe.
Steve Rafe hasn't been on here. You know what I'm dying to watch? His last live where he clarified everything. He didn't mention no names, used initials. I've been looking for that. He has not been on that platform since that day happened.
No, since his house was attacked, that was he stopped to reporting in it because his house got attacked, didn't it? It was all over.
It's like with Craig, when Craig got blamed for being a certain page, when we all know it was Paddy.
Steve Rafe's house was all over the Chronicle. His kids were getting up for school in the morning, and they hit his fucking house with bricks and paint, and it came right in when the kids were getting ready for school.
And could they ask what certain firm did that?
Yeah, of course, the same ones that put the fucking hearse on the roundabout on the football field.
Oh, just them who done that, not like, was it not them ones that drove a lorry in front of St James's Park?
Yeah, same lot's done everything. Yeah, same lot's done everything. The same lot's been mentioned so many times in a trial this week, and they haven't even been pulled in for a voluntary interview. Yet the police can mention their name in a trial this week a few times, and they've never even been pulled in for a fucking voluntary interview and a conspiracy to attempt murder.
Do you not reckon that's police corruption?
Oh yeah, 100%. As I say, it'll come out. It'll come out.
Fucking, I see. As an individual side, I wouldn't say that I've been involved because I've only met one person who's been from that town. My full view of it is the obsession. Why would this man who lives in a shed, who stinks of piss, thinking that it's a celebrity going on KIO TV or whatever you call him, and giving it out there that he knows everything is going on, all he's going to see is the same old bollocks that he's been saying on a YouTube platform for the best part of 4.5 years, mentioning the same things about, I won't even say out of respect, about a certain man that got passed away, that he realistically himself should not be speaking about that person. Let that person rest, let the family grieve and stop mentioning about it, you know. And then you've got the other side of it where he doesn't leave the town of Hayden Bridge, Hexham, and he's got full involvement in the Northeast when he's never been at the Northeast. So why is Paddy Conroy himself acting like this big, hard, clever man? He thinks he's got all this pull, when realistically, that man himself has been used and abused and grassed up both sides of the firms to get his sell-off, and that's what he's been doing for the best part of years on YouTube. He's trying to deflect everything onto other people because himself is downright bang out of order of everything that he's done on here. Paddy Conroy is 9 times out of 10 everything to blame on YouTube. That man is mentioned. Sorry.
Yeah, he's instigated all his life, but again, like the people that support Paddy to this day is always going to hate me. You know why? Because if he dies or whatever, and there's a freedom's information, everything that I've said comes out. They're going to hate me because I was right. It's like a Decker.
It's going to be a Jimmy Savile case. It's going to be a Jimmy Savile case. Guaranteed.
No, but I'm not so much that. I'm talking about me on the grass and side of things, etc. But
it's a guarantee, Chris.
You know what I mean? But like the hardcore Decker Heggie supporters, they still hate me because they know I'm right. You know what I mean? And it's got to be the exact same with the Paddy Conroy ones. They've got to hate me because they've got to say the bastard was right. So that suits me.
No. I'm going to actually answer this question. What you expect? You all nonsed him off in 6 months. No. Let's get something right here. That man, 1 second, John. That man, right, for fucking 4 straight years has been involved with the fucking hotels, jails, wanted me on his fucking farm, threats and everything. And then obviously everything that he's done to fucking John.
Do you know why? If anybody goes and does a fucking Sarah's Law or something in Paddy, you'll see what I mean. Yeah.
Just leave it at that. To go and get one after every threat he's put out to me and my family.
At the end of the day, it's fucking like when Red Light lied about him saying that I told her to say that. If he wants to believe that,
you never, John. I've got it there, and I'll tell you why I haven't put it out. Of her saying these and I did record all her calls because to be honest, John, I didn't trust her. Right, I would have banged her but I didn't trust her. But she openly admitted, right, to me, if Paddy Conroy, and these are the words exactly, word for word, if Paddy Conroy keeps on talking about my father and calling me red light, I am going to.
No, it was calling her a slag.
I'm not going to say that, John. You know what I mean? But her words were, if he keeps on talking about me, I am coming onto a YouTube platform, mate, and I am going to tell everyone Paddy Conroy took me where I was from. Fact, that was it. And I've said it, and to be honest, Darkside, you've got the live where I actually said and laughed and giggled and go, that'll be a funny one, wouldn't it?
At the end of the day, Red Light wants to feel important again, but she fucked herself a long time ago. So she did.
You've got a question here, John, and I'll let you read it from Spray and Pray.
I can't see the chat, mate.
I'll read it out to you. Can I ask John a question? Why did he destroy his life and his family for trolling? I don't get it. What did you get out of it? He can't even walk on streets properly. Well, he rides a bike around the street, I will tell you that.
See, this is people again that's just listened to the man in the shed. Before I came onto YouTube and everything, I had a very private life, and I quite like it that way because as soon as you start putting your head above the parapet and showing off the things, that's when you just look a pure prick. So if people think what to believe that I've ruined my life and I can't walk about the streets and that, let them believe that. That suits me. Because we just laugh at it.
It's like an online persona, really. It's like you've got two worlds, and you know what? I only realised that today. Like
you've got the people who's never out the fucking house sitting believing this shit, when you've got the people who's actually out doing stuff during the day who don't believe fucking any of it. It's like, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? The people that sit and saying these things are the people that's probably sitting in the fucking house all day, never out anywhere. You know, it's like, it's a shame, but it's not my problem.
No, but I could ask you this question, like, what? Obviously, it relates to what she says as well. It goes like, you're not from Newcastle, so what would you get out of it? Not being from Newcastle, of actually backing up the Newcastle people from the ones that are getting threatened.
Because somebody had to do it. If you knew what was the full extent of it, you would understand why I'm doing it.
Why?
Don't lie down to bullies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've told everybody in my TikTok and that, don't like my comments in case somebody sees it. Everybody knows that I don't need people to come in and drop likes and everything. I don't need it. I don't want them getting targeted. You have to understand, these are people who target. They wait until the fucking man's away out the house and they target the house when the fucking women and the kids are in there. They wait. They're no normal criminals. They're cowards. They're fucking shitbags. That's what they are. They're nothing more than just coward. Who'll just. If I was to sit for the next couple of days, I could probably write over 100 incidents in the last few years when they've even got. They waited till a funeral was on, and then they went to the grandmother's fucking funeral when she was burying her son, and they got the fucking wrong house and went to the old fella next door. This is the kind of stuff you're talking about.
It's.
The people on YouTube don't understand the extent of it.
But why can't we know? You know, what's stopping?
It will come out. It will come out because at the end of the day, it was like Dash. You know yourself this now. Like when Decca Heggie was first getting outed, I couldn't come out and tell all the victims' names that I knew.
No, and that's
You know
why you
what I
went at me. Yeah, I remember you having a pop at me for doing that.
You know what I mean? Because mate, and it's just like the exact same scenario I'm in right now, except it's a much larger scale here.
So let's just say, right, the ones you haven't chewed are gone tomorrow. What's next for you?
Nothing.
You just ended up. That's the end of the humble drive.
Spending 6 months, maybe 7 months abroad, away for the fucking winter and back here for the summer. That's my life. And I fucking no Facebook, no nothing. Back to what it was before fucking all that shit started.
Do you regret it though?
No.
You don't? Why?
No.
Why? From the Decca days to where you are now, you
No, I don't.
You wouldn't turn back the time and go, fuck this,
No.
I don't want to do it.
No, not to the extent it's at now. No, the stuff I'm sitting on that I know that's happened. And so, as I say, when there will be a documentary and everything, everybody will see then the true extent of everything, and then that's where I won't even be giving a fuck by that point.
Well, that way, because like I've said to you, John, I've always wanted to know where the start and where the end is. Would that documentary clarify what I've been looking for?
Well, I'll tell you what, a few months ago there was kind of peace talks going on in the background at a much kind of larger scale. And Emma, but in all fairness, Emma was mentioned in that peace talk, like that they were got to tell her channels would just close and all the rest of it. But you know who they don't give a fuck about?
Who?
They don't give a fuck about the man in the shed. And that's a fucking fact. Well, basically
would you not think that he's grassing them up in the way though?
Aye, mate, aye. He's trying to kind of play both sides now. He's trying to, let's say, you know, the people that's attacked certain places and court cases that's going on in now, Paddy's like try to play both sides, saying they shouldn't be attacking the guy's home, and that's what they do. These people that's working for the police, they'll entice you out, and they'll keep poking and prodding. So he's trying to play both sides here, try to get the West End on side again, but that'll never happen.
No, like even the lads.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Did you get arrested overnight?
Eh? No, did he fuck? No.
Someone asked me before, and I said, I don't know, you know. I said, I don't think so.
But it's like the Shed Bible. Right, you know why I know for a fucking fact that Roxanne is lying? Because I don't honestly know who the Shed Bible is. I could guess, but everybody could guess everything. But I've never spoken to the Shed Bible. Video Craig is never even fucking... I've hardly spoken to Video Craig in 3 years. He does his stuff, I do mine. Do I think Video Craig's something to do with Shed Bible? No, I don't. I really don't.
No, he showed the proof on it, didn't he? He showed the proof on his account on his the exposure he done. Well,
I think so. Whoever's behind the Shed Bible might have something to do with London, because because it's the rat pool and all that on the Shed Bible. There's videos of rat pool and that. Nobody from the northeast would even know who fucking rat pool is. Or, you know, if I was to send rat pool a video to the boys tonight, they'd be like, "Who's this guy?"
It's just weird. It's just. I think
I'm not saying that it's rat pool either.
Things need explained of like who these people are.
And see if I did, I wish the fuck I did own Shed Bible. I know who done it, because I'd boast how much I made off that live with Paddy, because they've made a right few quid off that live with Paddy.
Got $1 million, didn't it?
No, they've made a right few quid off it, because the advertisements they'll be getting in that live night itself, they've made a right few quid off that.
It's not all about the money though, is it, John?
Sorry?
It's not all this saying about the dough though, is it?
But I don't get what you mean.
Like, you look, let's just say obviously their accounts, your accounts. Like, no, I'm not saying like yours personally. I mean, like, from your argument side of things, their argument side of things. There must be a pretty penny be getting made somewhere or someone.
I like the people on Facebook that's making money, definitely, for sure. Because they're getting ad revenue off them itself. You know what I mean? If you're getting, say, averaging about 30,000 views on a YouTube video with AdSense, and you're maybe making 2 or 3 videos a month at that, you've got to make yourself 2 or 3 grand a month. Yeah. So if you're getting the same adverts and that on Facebook and everything, but double, you've got to be making a few quid off it.
Yeah. Because I thought that was like, like the fake fighting beef, and then you add all the call out shit on here, and then you like obviously do that's the roasting side, because that's but the ad revenue, the monetization, like how much could you say what people have said on here about people over the years is true or false?
Well, I know somebody who posted the Danny and Decca fight, right? And I think that one between that fight and another couple of wee videos, I think they made about 6 or 7 grand back then.
Did they make off that fight?
Yeah, Danny never made a penny off it, no. But other people
like the world round here, after the fight, Danny gave the money to charity or something.
Danny never made money off it, because he didn't have a YouTube channel at that point. He only had a WeTat channel. He didn't have any. His channel wasn't set up that. Because it was me and Donna that helped him set it up after he won the fight. That's how I know Danny never made a penny off it.
You've got to be proud of him as well, though, John. From where he come with Jews and to where he is now, man. I think he owes you a bit of a thank you, like.
No, at the end of the day, mate, he's flying, isn't he?
Do you reckon that fight will happen?
Who, him and Decker? No,
last fight, I'm going out. There's 75 grand on the table. Boom. The biggest beef in the UK, in the bare knuckle scene.
Who, between Danny and Decker?
Yeah. If 75 bags is on the table, they take that straight away.
No, it'll never happen. It's never going to happen. You're just wasting your time even dreaming about it. Decker will never be in shape again for another fight in his life.
Nah, it's baggy him, lad.
He's fucked with addiction, mate, and he's swallowing that many pills and everything. He will never come down and get himself fit ever again. He's got too much hanging over him, mate. He can't come back on YouTube, trust me.
If he got back into shape, went back into... Because I've said this to Danny face to face.
He's missed the boat, Ashley. He's missed the boat, mate. It's never going to happen, trust me. It's never going to happen.
It's always going to be that question, who actually won? I know that's going through Danny. I know that's going through both of their heads. Who actually won? One of them needs to be a winner. And I know Danny beat him.
Yeah, well, he had a massive weight disadvantage and everything, didn't he?
Mm.
And at the end of the day, Paul, Dougie, and Dean Lynch and all that all agreed at the end that Danny gave them the handshake because Decker was getting to the point where he couldn't see. And Danny gave them the handshake because he said at the end of the day he felt better about it. But Dougie and everybody said Danny had that fight.
How comes they all got involved in the chew? Where did that come from? Where did Dougie Joyce just come out the woodwork? Because I've heard you're having a bit of chew with, who is it, Tommy, that bald thing?
Tommy, aye, but I don't know, he's a kind of second cousin of Dougie, isn't he? I'm not sure.
He's not the Nancy one, was he, that got arrested? I know one of them, he got fucking sent down for things.
No,
Johnny Joyce.
I'm not sure, maybe Johnny Joyce, Charlie's or something, but it wasn't Tommy, no.
They just come out the woodwork. There's been some mad little characters on here, like
because Decker had a big platform, didn't he? And Danny Chris and everyone had a fucking YouTube channel, so everybody thought that this guy was just so digging that seen a coin, didn't he? So they thought, fuck it, have it at my gym. But as stories was that Decker was owing money. He was owing something like, I don't know, don't quote money, but he was owing maybe 20 grand to somebody for a bit. And that was his way of clearing a debt. So I get told, like.
That's just allegedly, by the way, people.
Aye.
Allegedly, Allegedly, like.
Yeah, that was no secret. Like, that was fucking, that was well talked about at the time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying who he was on the money to. I'm just saying there was a 20 grand bill.
I'm just asking you questions. You know what? I'm just thinking that the ones that like I put to other people, and I'm like, I've always wanted to ask you different things. So that was one of the biggest. I always thought with that fight that Decker was fighting for the likes of like Paddy, and then
no, fuck all of that, mate.
On behalf of the Sayers.
Nothing like that at all. Nothing at all like that. No. Danny did great with Decker long before fucking Paddy appeared.
He told us the origins of it.
You know what I mean? And then obviously Decker got a gagging order on Danny with getting charged.
Did he?
Yeah, of course. It was Decker and George Guest that get Danny charged. That's why Danny get fucking because Danny was still in license, wasn't he, for the carry-on?
I remember he was in the nick when I was in.
So George Guest and the Decker made the statements to the police, and that's how Danny get pulled. That's why that's what happened. Oh no, that's like it was George Guest and Decker.
How did you come across Danny though?
Because somebody sent me videos of him. Somebody for doing that area sent me videos saying, "Here, watch this kid."
Oh.
And I thought, he sounds a bit of a prick, to be honest. And then I said, he said, "No, watch him. He's funny as fuck with his words." So after a couple of videos, it was funny, to be honest.
I was flicking through old pictures of fucking him in London. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give him out. But a certain man that passed away, and he was playing Pilden there with him. He's been about honestly, one day, I am chuffed for him. Like, obviously, look at where he come, man. He needs a book. He needs something, man.
Because he was dating a lassie down there for London. Coloured lassie, pretty lassie. She did the boxing. She's a boxing promoter. Nina. Try to remember her second name. But that's how he met him in London, because Nina was friends with him.
Were you never managing him or all like that? Have you never had any involvement with like the fighters or all, the fighting side of things, John?
Yeah, the only thing we were involved in was early doors with Spartans, Christian Roberts.
Oh yeah. My nephew's just fought for on his show. That Christine, right? I tell you what, bad promoter, horrible man. The stuff I've heard recently about him and
we never had any problems with him personally, mate. But I found him from right up to COVID, mate. I was getting him his main sponsors, so I was.
He won't give my nephew the fight. He's a bad. Danny said to my nephew in front of him, right, this kid's going to be the next best thing, right? He knocked the child out in 34 seconds, right out, clean out. and he asked him. He said, "Oh, where's my money for my tickets?" Literally, fight of the night, bang, sparked it, bang, gone.
Yeah. Well, I've heard this about all the boxing promoters, mate. But you know what I mean? It's like it is what it is.
I'm gonna put one that it's just come to my head. Now, over the last week, I would say I've watched a few of my clips. Stu Armstrong, rate the man, don't rate him.
Never done me any harm, mate. Never done me any harm. So,
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Never done me any harm.
Nah.
I've never met him. I've never met Stu personally, but I'll tell you who he's friends with. You know the boy that died. You know the No Nonsense podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Stu and the two lads. I know one of the boys passed away with cancer. It's quite sad that. I know Stu's palate was. That's the last time I spoke to him. Was in that chat. I think he supports the guys. That guy now. Yeah. Stu,
he followed me on TikTok and looked at a few of my things like.
Yeah, I've never had any problems with him. He's never done me any harm, mate. To be honest.
Have we got any questions in the chat, people? Just to let you know, hit the like button if you haven't followed it. Make sure you're going at the Humble Dryer on Facebook. Is it the Humble Dryer on Instagram as well, John?
Yeah, humble on all, mate. Yeah, I see now. I was given the option tonight because I had to update my WhatsApp, and it's giving you the option now that you can link your number up to without adding your number to Instagram and your Facebook accounts without actually adding your number to it. If you get me.
Yeah.
So it's sort of do with that metadata. So I don't get involved with that because that metadata is just another fucking eye in the sky, isn't it?
What's Humble's favourite meal deal from Tesco?
Oh, fucking, I don't know, meal deal? Do you get meal deals? But I seen these meal deals when I was got up to the counter and pay for things to go, you know, want a meal deal? And I'm like, nah, fuck it, so I want then.
Cheap,
like, you can get crisps and all that shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm not wanting crisps.
Honestly, God, buy the Tesco club card thing. It takes a minute to do, right? And your meal deals are like £1.50, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I was last in Tesco's, right, I bought some shitty things and it was 42 quid. And the woman said to me, "Have you got one of the Tesco club cards?" And I went, "No." And the old woman behind me goes, "I've got one." So she put it on and she saved me. It was 41 something. It was going to £37 or something. Like saved me fucking. I'm like, wow, that's quite fucking just for one of these stupid cards.
Sure, fucking. So what's coming up? What's crack? When July set?
Well, I think the trial's got to last all week, so I've put it off now too. It's pointless. It's pointless. Like I could do a live bit Paddy and that, but I'm just going to be slagging him. It's done and by me, you know.
It's giving him the intentions.
No, but you know, you've got the same people that's allowed to comment all the time, but you've got the other 5,000 and 6,000 people through the week that watch them that can't comment. That says everything.
But if you don't go live, what have they got to talk about?
That's it. I was talking to Stephen yesterday. He said if he didn't know the sales name and then Humble Dryer, he said he'd have absolute fucking no content in 7 years, and he's right enough.
I said that he wouldn't have he would not have nothing to talk about. He'd have nothing to go on. All he would have is his shit salmon. That he's not allowed anyone out there. If there's any involvement of salmon fishing at a place called Willigat Farm, they haven't got the rights to the river at the back, by the way. He does not own that. So
no, does he?
Camping there, you're not allowed to fish. Okay.
Exactly. He's not got any fishing rights. I'm not joking about. It was about maybe 2 months ago. There was chats going on in the background, and the exact words, "You can do what the fuck you want with Conroy." Basically, because they don't give a fuck about him, and that was the exact words.
So if they don't give a fuck about him, right, and he keeps on mentioning him, why haven't they went to him and go, "Here, Stop fucking talking about me. Hey, you're blowing the full operation up.
Because they just laugh at him. They just laugh at him. They actually just laugh at him. When he's slagging people off, right, without the facts, just lies that they've told him to say, they're just sitting laughing at him. That's the thing.
Because it's the same again. It's the same again. You don't really, like, you only see him on the odd occasion, but you never ever hear anything from the top.
No, mate, of course I don't. Fuck's sake.
So,
listen, they just laugh at him. I mean, even Emma will know that some of the information she's passing on to Paddy's absolute bullshit. But again, they don't care. They don't care what he says.
But she's got no part of it, John. She's got no part of it. She's innocent in all this. She's never had an inkling of what's going on. She doesn't know anything of what's going on, she said.
Well, look what's happening on YouTube. Nobody's paying her attention. She's hardly posting on Facebook now because every time she does, people are just like, what the fuck is she even talking about? So, like, nobody in the wider view of things, nobody's interested. Nobody. Because they've seen what's happening now and what's coming out in court, etc. Everybody's seen it now. It's fucking facts, no fact. They should have told Paddy, stop talking about this trial, you're going to get so pulled up about it. You know, but that's what I'm saying, they don't care about him. They don't give a shit if he gets done with contempt or court or anything. They don't care. And that's proof of it.
But wouldn't he get the same treatment that obviously the man in Franklin's getting? They're both the same cat A, aren't they?
No, Paddy's not a triple cat 8, mate, no.
He's double, isn't he?
He's a double, aye. But Paddy put himself...
He will go to Franklin.
Everything Paddy's saying, that's the things he done. Paddy put himself down the block. John's why, like, listen, if you're a triple cat A prisoner, why would you need to go in fucking protection? It's never heard of, exactly.
I've seen murderers, I've seen all sorts in the jail. Right.
That's like, if what he says doesn't even make sense to anybody who's actually done any serious time, know he's talking shite.
Yeah. I was with an Irishman in Northumberland, murderer. And he was John had an altercation with a scouser in the like the laundry room. And he was apparently from fucking Paddy from years ago. And I asked him, I said, what were they like in there? Paddy was a brownhead, he loved the drugs. And then John just done what John done. Always just out and about, just grafting.
John doesn't take drugs, never drunk, mate, you know.
That's what I'm saying, different stories. I would rather listen to an old time.
John's a fitness fanatic. You know what I mean? And he as I say, never took drugs, didn't drink, nothing like that. Obviously, when he's got older, he's put a bit of weight on, but when he's in the jail and everything, as I say, the amount of respect he's got down there from
is he not going to get pulled in with this Roxanne?
No.
Definitely.
No, of course he's no. Fuck's sake. You think he'd be daft enough to say anything daft enough to get him pulled in on a phone? Bear in mind, John's got a super asbo for the rest of his life, so he can't have two phones. He has to surrender his phone at any time.
Yeah, that was just on my map.
Yeah, he's got what do you call it now? It's not a super asbo. That's not the words I'm looking for. What is it? It's like a financial thing. You can't have too much money in the bank. You know, listen, I said to somebody the other night, right? I said, if any single guy's phone get taken, right, and any single girl's phone gets taken, everybody would be embarrassed if their secret things come out. Because at the end of the day, I've Cumbrian Truth's left me. Thank fuck, because that buzzing's away, Ashley. Everybody would be embarrassed if your personal phones get taken.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I want the button on the back. I need to change it.
You need to get something sorted with your speaker because it comes in.
I'm getting one sorted. It's just through the computer. I'm not on the phone.
I mean, like, like even fucking, who do you call him, Shadow Boxer, even he's made a cunt of Paddy for the last
Yes,
couple of years.
yes, I mentioned that today.
And they've just used Paddy to promote him. But Paddy can't see that. He's like, you'd think, click on there, making a cunt of you. So that Shadow Boxer got me a wee bit of a fan because he was just taking Paddy's pants down every single time he was coming on alive, talking absolute shit to him.
I,
And
I,
Paddy promoting him, thinking he was being legit.
I've seen his paperwork, and you know what? The man's not a nice man. He actually, when he's had a few beers in that, he's not a
Who's
nice
that? No, no,
man.
no, no. He's got a track record, and you know what? Stephen, he was in Thailand that time.
Hmm.
Exactly what happened in his court paperwork could have happened in Thailand
Yeah.
because it's the exact same behaviour came out in him. I've
But
always said, I've always,
why are the boxing? Why the boxing? Why is Paddy? Why are people giving a man a platform like that when most of these people went to Dekareki for touching a fucking ass, man?
well, this is the thing, right? But what I'm saying, I've said to everybody who's maybe even having a drink or whatever with Shadow Boxer nowadays, whoever, because knowing what he is, right, there's every chance that guy will strike again, right? When he's drunk, no sober, when he's drunk. And
Yeah.
whoever's out drinking with him, that can he come back and say after it and say, oh, I didn't think he was like that because everybody's had enough warning.
Well, that's like you going for the pint with Dekareki.
Aye, mate.
Realistically, put it that way though, John. That's like you've gone for the pipe with Dekaregi.
No, exactly. So yeah, there's every chance that because unless he stops drinking forever, I think if Shadow Boxer was to stop drinking, never touch a drink for the rest of his life, there's a good chance I would put money on it would never happen ever again. But if he's out drinking and having a sniff or whatever, there's every chance it's going to happen again because
Because
he just
when you watch him and you know what you've seen, he does
yeah.
look that way on paper.
You never seen the video of him when he had his girlfriend in Ireland, did you, at the table?
No, I've seen the one
No.
where he's grew up in that lasso in Thailand.
No. When he turned on his girlfriend, she had big tits. A lassie
Yeah.
with big, massive tits, right? Everybody will remember her because when she first came on, she was showing her tits off basically with a costume on or something.
Oh
So she
yeah.
was, I think she was maybe, I don't know if she's done OnlyFans page, I don't quote me on that, but he turned on her at a table one day in a pub in Dublin or something and she fucking was terrified. So she was, and you could see exactly the same as what that lassie was saying he'd done to her at the court case. It was the exact same behaviour.
Well,
You know, so
he was never gonna fight.
of course he wasn't.
He was
He's a
never
con
gonna
man.
fight. He
He's
was
a
never
con
gonna
man.
fight
But you know
that
what?
so.
You know what I do like about him. He'll come out and he'll say things in between his videos saying, I'm training for this fight. I'm serious. I mean, and then in the next verse he'll say, I mean, I'm conning you all here, and nobody listens to him because he tells you what he's doing. He tells you like he's conning you, and and then the next verse he says, I'm training hard for this, and people, it's like as if they've got their fucking blindfolds on. He's telling you, I'm going to rip you off. He's no hiding that.
No, I don't like him because every woman at Decker and this man has done on paper what we all know of worse than what we know of what's on his paper.
Well, to be honest, yeah. So you don't know what else is on. Like, if you were to dare say there's law or Claire's law on them, you don't know. You
Ah,
know what
that's
I
like
mean?
me saying, well, right,
Yeah.
we want his acro right now because of one allegation, two allegation, the 5 years that you spent in the jail and you done two and never got your parole. Now, if you never got your parole, that will class you as being a risk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know what? Like I've
But
seen snowballs and all this.
whoever's out with shadow box on that listen at the end of the day, unless he's got to promise he's never got to drink again, I wouldn't get with him because if you get known what he's been at court for already and what he's been, and then and something happens again, what you got to go and say at court when they ask you if you're cross-examined and they say, were you aware of his past? Aye, but yeah, so you were aware of it, It's like nobody can deny being aware of his past.
But people give him a pass. These Luke
But as I say, mate,
Dyson.
if he strikes again, and they're out with him for a night, it's on their heads, be it.
Oh, yeah. Because I wouldn't be with him. In my personal view, I would say it'd be an embarrassment knowing he
No,
was
personally,
publicising my.
if I went into a pub and he was sitting there and I'd be like, mate, no harm to you, right? But I don't want fucking anywhere to be doing with you.
Yeah.
Because if you can't control yourself, if you can't take a bird home and control yourself, like, you know what I mean? Only thing, the great Charles didn't stick because he couldn't get a fucking heart on, basically. That's when he went searching for the Viagra, that's when she run out the house naked. So if he had got a bobby on, you know, it could. That's the only reason the grape thing wouldn't stick, because they couldn't say that he couldn't get a
Oh,
hard one, basically. If you read all the paperwork's there, mate. It's easy to read.
I've seen it. I've seen it off someone near me. So he sent
And
me
then,
out.
and then if you look what he done in Thailand, and then if you look how he behaved with his girlfriend in Ireland, it's the exact same traits. It's when he's got a drink in him, man, he just turns into an evil bastard with the
So
birds.
people are just chasing, cloud chasing up because of the 100K he's got in subscribers.
This is another thing. The 100K, he bought 100 followers, 100,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
His channel went from something like 7 or 8 thousand to overnight 100 and some thousand. He basically fucking told everybody. But then he said it was because of an Instagram that went. An Instagram had went.
I
What
went
do you call
viral with the boxing one. Did he manage to come down the
Right,
escalator?
well, bullshit. You could have 100 videos going viral on Instagram, but it wouldn't come onto your YouTube channel.
No. No.
Right, I had 12.1 million views in a short video, and I get 10,000 subscribers out of 12.1 million. So you're trying to tell me he had a 120 million? It'd be even more than that, actually. It'd be fucking nearly fucking. I couldn't even put a number on that. You with me to get that?
I would done it as well, didn't he? I remember him, right? We'd done it fucking years ago. He bought half of these.
Yeah, he bought. I think it was 500,000 or something. Somebody
I
said.
did, and then he grew his channel from that. That's where he come because I
It's,
was getting more. I was getting more views in my lives back then than
yeah,
that was
it's
getting on his.
Yeah, so the Shadowboxer's numbers on YouTube isn't he? And
Wasn't that?
I think he even come out and said I bought 100,000, you know, and then just let it go over everybody's head because everybody was like, "Why? How's your numbers went from there to there?" You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's easy, mate. It's well, sit there now. Hang on, just stay there.
Go on.
How much to now? You can buy active subs. How much to buy? What we're going for 100,000,
Go on. We'll buy an account now for 100 grand.
right? Subscribers on YouTube.
Come on, we need the name for the channel chat. Give
Hang
us a
on,
name
to
for my
search. Hang
number
on.
for your 100,000K channel.
Wait a minute, here we go. So, creator with 100K subs. What are the monthly? I fucking no want that.
Because you can boost
Right.
your videos and that for a couple of quid.
You can get active subs, mate, but they come in and lay a fucking load of shit in your comments.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Huh? How
yeah, they'll
much is
come
that?
in. Yeah, for active subs, I don't know, mate. I'm actually on Google right now.
Yes.
Hang on. Honestly, man, blah, 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 risky. Honestly, man, buying channels is super risky, even if you use it. Okay, hang on. I see a lot of value in purchasing an established YouTube account with 100,000 subscribers. However, I understand it is a violation of YouTube guidelines and that there is many ways people game these channels that almost make them worthless when they are transferred from the experience, blah, blah, blah. Right, okay, so I'm trying to see. Somebody going to Google there and put in how much to buy 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I'll chat GPT. Yeah, of course. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hey there, great to have you here. What can I do for you today?
Could you tell me how much it would cost to buy 100,000 subscribers on YouTube?
So buying 100,000 YouTube subscribers can vary widely in price. Some places advertise around 2,500, but others charge tens of thousands for premium subscribers. However, it's a terrible idea. It's against YouTube's rules, and fake subscribers won't engage, which can hurt your channel, cause analytics issues, and even risk strikes or bans. Instead, it's much better to focus on real engagement strategies.
So there you go, it's cheap. So there you go, but $2,500. Or you can buy what you're saying, they're paying a lot of money for active subscribers, so they'll come in. You're buying a lot of wee guys sitting in India type thing who'll get a small wage for coming in and yeah. So $2,500 for 100,000 subscribers.
So if you get monetized like these people do, then buy a channel like that, then you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're still needing the views to pull in money though. So if you're sitting there with 110,000 subscribers and you're only averaging about 2,000-3,000 views, it's no pain. It's no pain. You'd need to be averaging about 30,000-40,000 views a month. Per video. So you'd be wanting at least 1 million views a month.
You would you had revenue.
Yeah, to make it worth your while, you'd maybe pull up 2 or 3 grand off a month, but so you'd be better with 30,000 or 10,000 genuine subscribers who's interacting with your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be better with 10,000 subscribers that's interacting with you and getting your AdSense off fucking say 10 videos.
Expo's just hit 10k, like.
Sorry.
Expo's just hit 10,000 now on his channel.
Exposure, has he? Good on him. Good on him.
Yeah, he got it over there. Well, I'm going to jump on this to you next anyway. Put a video up about Danny G and Billy Miller.
What do you reckon about,
Danny, obviously you've had your altercations in the past. What do you reckon about him now and the way he's going? Because he was another one you had, I wouldn't say you had an eye on, but you had the same morals that you did with Danny. But
I think, to be honest, mate, Darren carries a lot of jealousy because, like, love or hate Billy Muir, it doesn't matter what you think of him. At the end of the day, he's getting about fucking 200 views per video. If he's doing 2 videos a month or 3 videos, like Billy Muir will be in excess of 10 grand a month off his YouTube channel.
Plus his Facebook and every other platform.
Yeah. So he's Billy will be in a 40% tax bracket. Billy's pulling fucking 120,000, 140,000 £140,000 a year. He's flying, and a lot of people.
Met him?
No, I never met him, mate. No.
Would you?
Nah, I'm not really that interested. I know. I watch some of his stuff. I've nothing against him, but nah.
Who do you watch, John?
Nowadays, to be honest, mate, if I watch
him, not like this bollocks on here.
I don't watch any of this bollocks on here, mate.
Do you not?
No, mate, I don't bother a fuck with anymore. Like somebody will maybe speak to me, they'll say, did you hear such and such saying that? And it's no, because I'd rather watch something, mate, that's what's going to fucking like for the future, where the economy's got to be in maybe fucking 5 years' time. I prefer not fucking paying attention to what's going to happen there, because right now it's like a smash and grab with the economy. Like the rich people are just coming in and smashing and grabbing it. Britain's like a smash and grab right now. They're just coming in and grabbing what fucking money they can and getting out it. And I'm just watching what's happening. What's the stock market? See you because you once you get fixed in something, you're fixed on it. So like, if you were to sit and watch the stock market, and you can play with monopoly money, right? So, and you can learn with it. Basically, it doesn't cost you anything to learn with the monopoly money. You'd get fixed on it, and you'd see who to follow in certain things. Like there's an app called eToro, eToro, and you can play with monopoly money there. Then you can you put your passport to it, you get your account. And then you can see how the stock market and that works. See, like if you put your energy into that and had patience and didn't get too agitated, you'd probably do all right learning it. But you'd have to
My
play.
mates and all that are into the trade, and you know the lads I knock about it. They're all
Yeah.
into the trade and that. That's why I like, like the gold and that. The price
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like
gold.
stay away from like crypto coin and that, because that's manipulated to fuck. But that's when you get into other stocks like commodities and stuff like that. And once you start learning that, and like it only takes like somebody like Donald Trump to put out one tweet, and the market will fall out of that, and then
Yeah,
you don't need to just buy something that goes up. You can also call it what it's called shorting. So if the arse has got to fall out, you can actually buy it to go down the way as well.
because you can do penny stocks and that, can't you?
You can do penny stocks, you can do pot stocks, you can do commodities like Walmart and all these kind of places. Pharmaceutical drugs, pharmaceutical things. Yeah, it's
Maybe
fucking
have a look
crazy.
tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's live APA chat. Well, maybe have a little look into that tomorrow morning because I'm looking for that.
eToro, it's called, and it's an app basically. But the only thing about eToro is the weekend charges not a shit. But I'll give you an example, right? So I'd a couple of grand on a thing fucking 3 or 4 years ago, and it had built itself up to, it was sitting about 2.5 grand or something, right? And I was going to fucking take it, but the greed get the better of me. And well, they're actually, I'll tell you when it was. It was Gary Furby was going to be fighting, so we're still talking to Gary Furby. Danny Christie was with us. My brother, well, staying down in Leeds for the night, so that's how long ago this was, right? So it's maybe even 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I thought, fuck, it's Friday night, and the American markets closed, right? And I went, bastard. So I went and looked, and my main investment the acid fell out it, and I'd lost it basically. But then I'd put I think it was $200 on a stupid pot stock, but I bought it to short on it, right? And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to fling this in as a mad gamble. Anyway, the fucking mad gamble paid off, so I was ended up like fucking 4.5 grand up. And my main stock, like 2.5 grand fell out. So I was concentrating that much on the big one when it was the fucking wee one that made the money. So imagine I'd put the 2.5 grand onto the one that won. I'd been fucking. So yeah, we had a good weekend that night.
I wanted to do with the watches, mate. You know, like the Rolexes and the Omegas and that. I start with the watches. I watch a lot of that.
If you can get cheap watches with tags and paperwork, don't buy them new because you'll never make money. People think buying
you need the
Rolexes
old
that you're got. Yeah. People think buying Rolexes and that's an investment. Is it? Fuck, it's like buying a new car. That's has got to fall out at some point. But if
Check
you can
out
get
a channel called Moses and Moses the Jeweler and Tracks NYC and what's his name? Well, I forgot his name, but they all do it, and you know what? The money in watches is unreal. Even the watches.
If you can get like paperwork like the Rolexes and stuff like that, and stay away from tag watches. They're pretty hard to sell second hand. But if you can get like Rolexes and stuff like that, and there's a market for second hand watches, like with paperwork, even without paperwork, but they come cheap. Because
without the papers in the box, I think it's like a quarter of the value, 25% of the value.
You call them kettles because if there's no paperwork, you just call them kettles. But yeah, there's because you don't want people fucking robbing people's watches off their wrists and that, and then you're the one buying it. You know what I mean?
It's like with the stock. If I could invest in like Rolex, I would. Because I know Rolex would go up and up and up and up and up and up.
You just need to get the first one at the right price, and then sell it, make a couple of grand in that, and then just kind of go for that. But I'll tell you another market. There's a market, there's a market in these Surrons and stuff like that. These electric bikes. There's a market in them if you're getting them cheap enough. There's a market in them for second hand Surrons and stuff like that. Why for sure.
There's lots of avenues. That's what I'm looking at here now. Obviously, with all these different channels I'm building, and obviously all the different platforms, I'm taking more time out now, going buying, like computer gear and that, and like spending more time and like more time away from this shit corner.
If you've got somebody to drive you about, right? See these guys that go about doing the exploring.
They're
getting fucking brilliant views as long as you're going in respecting people's stuff and and no fucking half inching anything.
Oh yeah, because we got the packs now. Mandy put out I think it was 11 packs plus the price of the packs and what we've got. That's all in there. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that donated for them. We will be handing them out in Carlisle. I think it's next week.
No, but you need to get see like exploring these big estate houses and stuff like that. They get fucking mad views. They get and because it's sensible stuff. They're getting other videos are getting monetized.
And there's loads of things on here. That's what I don't get with like all these other people. Like I went and took a walk, from Carlisle to Liverpool. They tried destroying that. And big up John for promoting it, because he promoted it proper. And you know what? If he had to do it again, I would need to do it properly.
Because you would admit have preparation for it, yeah. Yeah, prepare for it. Because technically, if you'd had it right, you could have handed a leaflet out to every hotel you went to, and they would have probably passed the word about you. Probably would the hotels would have probably put you up, and stuff like that if you'd promoted it. But fair play, you fucking done it on the turn of a fucking coin.
I know. I was there. You know what? I kept it in the back of my mind, because he come on and went, "You're not gonna fucking do it. You're not gonna do it."
But you'll learn never leave a fucking tent behind, even if it is burst.
Hey, I didn't even realise you can get done for that.
I don't know, mate. I've never left one. If I was took mine back, didn't matter what condition.
It goes into fly camping. You can actually get fined for it. Eh?
Oh, really?
Aye, 1,000,000%. It's a big thing in the Lake District this year. With people going out in the hot weather, having a few drinks, and then.
Remember they used to do that tea in the park and that up in Scotland? Do you remember that?
Aye.
I knew a couple of guys that get the contracts for clearing it out after it. They were getting fucking thousands of tents, thousands of bits of drugs.
I was playing poker
money,
on Friday.
everything.
Listen to this. I was playing poker on Friday with a Scotsman that's just come down to see a lass. And I said to him, "Where are you from?" He goes, "I'm from Troom." And the first thing I asked, on board dryer, and you know what? His face went down and he started laughing. He said, "Are you the Cumbrian Truth?" And I went, "Yep."
That was it.
Oh, it's funny. It's a Scottish lad, honestly. I go on a Friday. It's a five, I think, like. For the game of poker.
Without saying his full name, what's his first name for Troon?
Kevin. I'll tell you his name. I don't give a fuck.
Kev. Fisherman.
Yeah. Young kid loves the up the nostril.
Aye. Has he got a nickname?
Yeah, they were calling it. It's the first time I met him, mate, and I asked him, and I know his name is Kev. His name is Kev. I've just got Kev Porker next to him. I don't know who the fuck he is. Did they have a growth on him, a beard like that? No. Oh, he had a beard. It was like like an LAG kind of beard.
Aye, black beard. Yeah.
Like that, but with a thin line going like a traveller.
It might be the same guy I know then.
He works. I'll tell you exactly what he works. Them people that operate the crane to get the fishing.
Yeah.
He works that and does the palleting.
The palleting to Troon Yard, the back of Troon. I don't know the Kevin I'm thinking about actually. I'm not sure if he was skipper on a boat at one point.
Oh no, it's not a skipper. He's not a skipper.
No, but this was years and years ago. But I'm trying to think his nickname. It was like something that's fucking Sickle or something stupid like that. Oh,
what's it like being a fisherman? Because I watched all that. Like all the Alaskan trawlers and all that. Deadliest catch and that. What's it like?
Yeah. Oh, the trawlers are hard work, mate. They're out in really rough seas. That's a different.
What were you doing? Like just lobster pots and shit?
No. So we divers on the boat. So we'd a couple of divers on the boat, and we were working with electric allegedly. So the electric went on the seabed and brought the razor clams out the sand, and the divers collected them. Yeah, and the divers collected them, sent them back up to the boat on a rope. And then they get graded. Yeah, back then you're probably in total probably about 10 grand a day. You were a catch we're getting in 12
That what it
hours.
was, eh?
Yeah.
Ah, but the fuel back then, though, weren't that dear than what it was now.
No, the fuel it didn't matter. Fuck, that was in a 12-hour shift. So
But that's what's going to wreck the fishing economy, though, the price of fuel going up. Because I know when I watch all this on television, that the price of fuel, you need your fuel on that boat.
no, but
How will they generate the fuel from the fish to gain an income?
boats running red diesel though. It's commercial, isn't it? So a commercial fishing boat runs in red diesel, so it's not expensive. Like
Really?
what's expensive is the curfews. So that they put on like 2 mile. You can't fish within 2 miles of the coast, and they're trying to extend it past like 2 mile. So all the fucking boats are scurrying about in the Clyde, trying to when they're like if you imagine having to swim fucking 3 mile back to shore. You don't need to be professional fucking swimmers that could. So you're not allowed to fish within 2 miles offshore and everything. And they're trying to extend it further. And they're just trying. There's that many fishing boats, and they're trying to bring the number of fishing boats down, decommission them. The trawlers. You need about fucking £3 million worth of trawler, so you can fish any weathers with it to make a lot of money in the trawlers.
You know what I was looking at for work this week? It was the oil rigs.
Yeah.
Up back, the Aberdeen coast up there. Fucking
listen. They'll sell your course, mate, but they're con artists selling these courses, because I know somebody that went through all these courses. Yeah. And do you know how many jobs he applied for before he got a job? Over 1,000 jobs, and if it wasn't for his fucking wife continuously never giving up, he wouldn't have got it. And he got a job pulling cables at sea, which is good paying, but it's over 1,000 applications. Now you would get fucking fed up.
And worth me because of the name, mate. It's bad. Eh?
Now you better just
go and get proper wrecked at YouTuber.
Yeah, you better just moving away and getting fucking staying off social media for that, so, and just get your CSCS card and just
it's on the cards.
Just driving a dump truck or something on a building site or something.
Forklift license or something. Every job I've applied for is either decorating or forklift.
Forklift, even dump trucks and that, because you're out and getting a bit of crack with the fucking lads and that, and I don't know what they're getting, about 15 quid an hour nowadays.
I got offered the slaughterhouse. I couldn't work in there. Like, I think it was 14.
No, fuck that slaughterhouse, mate. No.
Jimmy, you're not getting on. Fuck off.
This fucking smell of dead animals, mate. I've got
one in the backstage. It's fucking decaying.
It's fucking the dead animals, mate. No. Right, you have somebody else on, Ash. I'm going to jump off.
Go on, John.
I'll have a wee look at the live chat, mate, before I go. Because I can't see it. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Good night, guys.
Make sure you all go on it. The Humble Dryer up on the Facebook, the Insta, the TikTok.
Yeah, if you want to talk to me, get me in Facebook or Instagram or something.
Yeah, man. Put your links in the chat, John, when you can.
Right. Good night, pal.
No, big respect to John.
Right, pal.